WNBA bullies just got put on notice, and this time it's not coming from fans, analysts, or even the media. It's coming directly from inside the Indiana Fever locker room. Because after 2 straight seasons of watching Caitlin Clark take hit after hit, someone finally said what everyone else was thinking: enough is enough. And what Indiana built this offseason? It's not just a roster upgrade, it's a warning. Because when you really look at what happened to Caitlin Clark, it stops looking like bad luck real fast. 17%. That's the number. 17% of all flagrant fouls in the entire WNBA went to one player. Not a center battling in the paint every night. Not a veteran known for physical play. A rookie guard. Let that sink in. That's not random. That's not coincidence. That's a pattern. And the scary part? Nobody stepped in to stop it. The league stayed quiet. No big suspensions. No strong statements. Just that same tired line. She has to earn her place. But then things started getting out of control. Because it wasn't just numbers anymore. It became moments. Moments you couldn't ignore. Like that game against the Connecticut Sun. 1 second Clark's backing down her defender. The next, she's getting poked directly in the eye. And before anyone can even process that, Marina Mabrey comes flying in and shoves her to the ground. 2 separate hits, 2 different players, same target. And here's the thing. An eye poke might get brushed off as accidental, but a shove like that? That's not basketball. That's a message. And Clark kept being the one receiving those messages. Every single time. And that's when people started asking the real question. Who's protecting her? Because while all of this was happening, Caitlin Clark wasn't just another player. She was the player. The one bringing record-breaking viewership, selling out arenas, changing the entire spotlight of the league. And yet somehow she was also the one taking the most punishment. Fans noticed. Media started talking. And reports and speculation started swirling about whether some players weren't exactly thrilled with the attention she was getting. Nobody said it outright, but you could feel it. The tension, the resentment, the edge every time she stepped on the floor. And Indiana? They saw it too. So they made a decision. They stopped trying to outscore the problem and decided to confront it. That's where Sophie Cunningham enters the picture. And if you know anything about her, you already know she's not the type to sit back and watch things happen. This is someone who built a reputation on making opponents uncomfortable. Someone who doesn't hesitate, doesn't wait for refs, doesn't look to the bench for permission. If something goes down, she's already in the middle of it. And here's what makes it even more interesting. She's been training for physical confrontation her entire life. Taekwondo black belt by the age of 6. That's not just toughness, that's control. That's discipline mixed with aggression. So when those moments happened around Clark, Cunningham didn't react late. She reacted instantly, stepping in, getting loud, making sure everyone knew there would be consequences, but even that wasn't enough. Because Indiana didn't just want someone who talks, they wanted someone who hits back. That's where Maisha Hines-Allen changes everything. Because this isn't just another role player, this is a champion. A player who's already been through battles at the highest level and knows exactly what it takes to win them. She's built for contact, lives in it, thrives in it. And around the league, there's one word that keeps coming up when people talk about her: dog. The kind of player you don't test twice. And here's the wild part. Her and Cunningham have already gone at each other before. Real tension, real physicality, neither one backing down. Now imagine those two on the same side. That energy doesn't disappear. It multiplies, it redirects. And when Hines-Allen looked straight into the camera and said, "Bullies, beware," that wasn't hype. That was a job description. And then Indiana fixed the problem nobody was really talking about, but everyone could see. Because while Clark was dealing with all this contact, she was also carrying one of the heaviest workloads in the league. 35-minute nights. Constant pressure. No real backup to take the load off without everything falling apart. That's where Tyasha Harris quietly becomes one of the most important additions on this team. She's not loud, not flashy, but she's steady, calm, and most importantly, she already knows the system. No adjustment period, no learning curve. She steps in and runs the offense immediately, gives Clark real rest, keeps the floor spaced, and still applies pressure defensively. It's the kind of move that doesn't go viral, but wins games. And suddenly, this team looks completely different. Because now when you step back and look at the end,